Well guys, we did it. Review crew is officially over, which means it's time to pack up our bags and move on and go from making dumb video game reviews with other people to making dumb video game reviews by ourselves. But it wouldn't be Review Crew if we didn't do a group review, so let's one last time do a reflection and review the Review Crew.
Okay, so in a very rare move that I usually don't do, I decided not to sort of script this video out, partially because I've moved somewhere else and my room isn't complete yet, so this is literally just filmed in my living room. But okay, Review Crew retrospective. I'll be honest, I was not expecting the series to end this quickly. I figured like it would go on for at least another year. For the short time that this series was around, I really am like appreciative of being brought onto the project. I'm a movie guy who's, trying to review video games alongside people who normally talk about video games. I used to. When I was in like middle school, I do like these blog posts on Game Informer about games that I've played. That blog is gone, by the way. Don't try searching it up, please don't. Yeah, it just featured a lot of game reviews. Sometimes for games that I didn't even play, I just like watched it on the walkthrough, or literally just based the review off like hearsay. And now like, here I am, and in my opinion anyway, a lot more like work has to go into game reviews. So I knew like it would be a bit of an uphill challenge, and plus like, I'm in a video with a lot of other creators, so I really had to sort of make my mark there. I got a lot of people saying that they really like my stuff, so I don't know if I'd ever start doing it like this regularly. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if like I would do this at least like occasionally, or at the very least like if I start collaborating with people from these videos, because they were really great people. This series ending is somewhat of a blessing and a curse, because it's a blessing because now I'll be able to focus a bit more on my own videos, because for a while I was really occupied with this Review Crew series, which of course I had fun doing and everything, but I kind of miss doing like movie reviews and everything. Of course it's also a curse because it's the series that was generally pretty fun, just coming to an end. So yeah, I guess I'll keep it at that. Thank you to the guys that brought me on, and happy Thanksgiving. And I finally played Spider-Man PS4. That was fun.
Hey gamers, the sun is setting on November 28th, right before I'm about to submit this. So let's talk about Review Crew. I have brought along a drink without a straw, so let's get into this. Review Crew was one of the greatest things that ever happened to me on YouTube, because I met like all these friends, and they taught me how to make a good video, how to make good decisions, how to build a game collection, and how to be a gamer. And also, right when I joined Review Crew, I bought this for no reason. When you play it, there's no audio, so you can't turn the volume down. So you bring us out in the tram, and it's like audio land. So that's really fun. And yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be hanging around in a couple videos of other people. And I'm gonna be hanging around in my videos for at least the next 2 years until I put my next video out. Alright, so thank you, good night.
Hello from the wall, my name is Danominator. Blah, 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 blah. You know the rest. Thank you to everybody who submitted for Review Crew this year. It has been a wonderful ride, and I've enjoyed getting to see all the segments coming out and seeing how it all comes together. Each month has been a blast. Getting to see all of these new ideas and new creators that I've never met before, and it's given me a great list of people that I want to collab with in the future. I've had a great time making my own segments, learning to stand on my own 2 feet, and hopefully get to really help my own channel take off in the next year or so. And, with YouTube, and especially how things have been this year, nothing is ever really set in stone. We are all kind of trying to get out there, and I think this has been a great opportunity to do that. And I have had so much fun, not just doing my own segments, but getting to see the games that everybody covered. and when we all did stuff together, it comes together really well, and I think we made a good team for the year. Now, moving forward, I'm definitely going to miss doing the crew every month. Of course, I only got to do it for a few, you know, I didn't even get in the last few months. But I'm still absolutely hoping to work with you guys again. It has been a blast, and I am absolutely looking forward to making videos with more of you in the future. So until then, and when we get out of this crazy year that is 2020, this is Danominator signing off, and I hope to see you all next video.
Hello there, we got Amiiben off script. What a rare moment. So, review crew. It happened, it was pretty fun, and unfortunately it's over. As far as my thoughts go, I enjoyed review crew for the most part. It started out as a kind of little revival of Frame Raiders Notice Me Please, and I kind of partook in that a little bit. Had a few entries. It was alright, yeah. And review crew starting out, I didn't really talk much. I was really shy online. I didn't really open up, and I think like over time, I really kind of improved my kind of shyness and like willing to talk to people and online and on Discord. Yeah, online and on Discord. I think review crew kind of helped me open up a little bit to people, and really taught me how to use Discord and how to kind of plan things with others, and that was pretty cool. As far as like the videos go, I had never played Doom before, through the SNES Doom, and I didn't really know what I was doing there. It was still even old Meeb, like the whole classic era thing, but I thought that was really fun. And then after that, we got to do Tetris, which was on my channel, and that was really fun, and that video is probably my favorite time for review crew. And I got to review a bunch of like import Tetris games, and like putting together the video, getting submissions from everyone, like having all control over all the entries. Like that was really fun, and it's really cool to be the host of like a show like this. And there really isn't another show on YouTube like Review Crew, because evidently it kind of doesn't really work. It kind of fell apart. But overall, I'd say it was a fun time with Tetris. And then as we go on to Pac-Man and Mario, it kind of started showing the signs of it kind of not really being able to work out. But I got to meet a bunch of cool people like PacJeff, Rowe Reviews, Fuse, and Lukasiguess. Yeah, Lucas. And I actually got to meet Lucas in person, and that's just insane. And it's all because of Review Crew. And I don't know what else I can say. It's just like it was really fun. I got to meet a whole bunch of people. And while I'm sad that it's gone, we've learned a lot from it, and I'm happy for what we've accomplished through it. A lot of creators in Review Crew have experimented with different content. We got to try out a whole bunch of new games we would have never tried out before. Learned a lot what it's like to run a YouTube show. And yeah, that's about it. Review Crew was pretty cool while it lasted. A lot of fun memories. Solid time. Review Crew, 8 out of 10.
Review Crew! It sure was something. Spiritual sequel to Frame Raiders Notice Me Please, it was a compilation of reviews from smaller YouTubers like you, based on various games and topics. It doesn't exist anymore. It was fun, and I got to continue working with Fuse and Dan. Not gonna mention Amiiben, because I like petty revenge. Review Crew was Review Crew, but that's not why I'm here, because this is an addendum! Addendum! Woo! I'm gonna correct anything dumb I said in previous videos, like... What a sweet, innocent child I was. Tetris Worlds on PS2 is my greatest enemy. At first I thought it was the same as the rest, but while visiting a pal, we were gonna play his PS2 copy, and to my absolute bewilderment, it was Tetris Worlds in name only. So just imagine me having a mental breakdown while he questions what I mean by "this isn't Tetris Worlds!" Later I would learn that the PC and PS2 Tetris Worlds released first, and they got such heavy backlash that they decided to redo the game for future releases. And thank God they did, this version is terrible!
hell? The main menu is flat, the menus overall are confusing, the characters are horrifying, and worst of all, it's a blue disc! I stand by every other video. No addendum for them addendum. Yeah, that's it. Review Crew was fine. Tetris World's PS2 sucks.
Review Crew was a lot of fun to be a part of. Making very quick, almost monthly video game reviews was actually a lot of fun, and it helped me get in touch with the part of myself who used to make video game reviews. I have not reviewed a game in a while, and so doing this little collaborative project where me and a bunch of other people all review games was a lot of fun. I also made a lot of friends while working on it, and I got to talk about some of my favorite games of all time. It has inspired me to want to make more content on my own channel, and kind of pushed me to strive for better quality on my channel as well. So, thanks for having me, fellas.
I know when I initially joined this project, it was, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I mean, I didn't really do review-based content at the time, and I still don't to a certain degree. Though I saw that Fuse and Raoul, friends of mine, were starting up a new project which was supposed to be a spiritual successor to another project called Notice Me Please, which me and some other contributors worked on prior. And I thought it'd be fun to just be able to flex my creative muscles and try my hands at this project, though little did I realize that it quickly evolved into something much bigger. And you know, I admit that throughout this whole process there have been definitely some ups and downs, and you know, drama and stress, and there was even a falling out with someone that we had trusted for the longest time, but turned out to be a not so great person. And I will say though that throughout all the frustration that we've all had, I absolutely don't regret working on this project at all. I'm extremely grateful for, you know, all the people that I've been able to meet working on this, and you know, I think all of you guys are fantastic, wonderful folks, and I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to work on a YouTube show, and you know, to be able to, you know, become friends with you guys, because if it wasn't for this project, I probably wouldn't have met you guys, and you know, I want to thank you. And you know, even though I've had a great time working on this project, I'm kind of just ready to move on. You know, it was kind of stressful at points, and I'm ready to sort of go and do my own thing. But still, I just want to say thank you so much for watching Review Crew, for any of those who've been checking it out since the beginning. And yeah.
So we reached the end of Review Crew. Now when this project was, conceived, I wasn't really sure where it was gonna go in the future, truly and honestly. But I think the end results we did see with all of the videos turned out quite well. And unfortunately we did see a lot of disputes occur, but that's neither here nor there. But most importantly, we built a community and made some good content, I think. Though I would like to apologize that I wasn't particularly active during the project. I only made like one entry and it wasn't even that good. But alas, all good things must come to an end. Review Crew, you'll be missed.
So, it's up to me to end Review Crew, isn't it? I mean, I ended Notice Me Please, and I technically am the owner of this project, whatever, so I guess it does make sense that I'm ending it. I'm gonna go unscripted for this because I feel like it's better for me to go unscripted. You know, let's look back at the entire history of Review Crew in a sense, and my own personal history with it. Starting with the beginning, 1 year ago. By 1 year ago, I actually mean over a year ago. We're gonna start before the beginning of Review Crew. Review Crew started when Frame Rare's Notice Me Please stopped, and then a lot of us who were in Notice Me Please were like, hey, what now? See, a lot of us made content for Notice Me Please, and yeah, it was over. So, at the time, me and another YouTuber, Rowe Reviews, were going to make a Doom video, and then all of a sudden, a new idea formed. a new Notice Me Please. And then it was formed. The trio of me, Rowe Reviews, and Cool Alien Fish, all of us were on a journey to make the new Notice Me Please for Doom ports. And then more people joined, and it was like, cool, this is an actual project that's going to happen. And after a lot of difficulties, we got there. The first review crew video. Thank you, Frame Raider. Wait, that's not Doom. Yeah, our first video ended up not being Doom, but I think it was worth it in the end, looking back, to have the first video not be Doom and to instead be more of a thank you. I think it made sense. I mean, I'm sure as a lot of people in review crew know, a lot of us kind of like needed Notice Me Please at first because it helped a lot of us to get where we are now. And after that, we did Tetris. That was a really fun time. Not as much like production difficulties there like Doom, where it took a while to get off the ground. But you know what? Tetris was a fun time. I had a lot of fun. I got to cover Tetris Splash. That was an experience. Good one? Bad one? I still don't know if Tetris Splash was a good or bad experience. Then we did Pac-Man. Pac-Man was fun. Again, nothing eventful. Mario was fun. I ended up really having a good time doing Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix, because that's just fun to kind of briefly talk about it, because I want to do my own channel, but it was fun to use Review Crew to talk about it really quick, instead of making my own big video on it. It was nice. And then Relaxing Games. I didn't get to participate in Relaxing Games because I was busy with my own videos, but it was actually pretty cool though to see what everyone else came up with, and I still think there's a lot of talent that went into that video. Like, the editing on it ended up being really good and pretty impressive. And then that leads us to where we are now. We nearly did one Spooky Games, but that got cancelled. A lot of us were busy that month, including me. Looking back on the whole experience, it's honestly kind of interesting to look back. It really did go from this small project of a bunch of people to still a small project, but with way more people. It ended up getting bigger than I expected. I mean, it sucks to see it go so soon, like it's only been a year, but for the year it lasted, it was a pretty cool experience. I got to work with a lot of creators that I'm now friends with, which was really fun, and you know what? I got to improve my own content along the way. I had a great time with it. Was it a perfect experience? No. But overall, it was a pretty good experience. I had a great time with it, and overall, I'm pretty happy with what we ended up producing. I got to meet a lot of talented creators along the way too, which, wow, some of you guys really are really talented. But that's kind of all I have to say. I don't want to have my segment drag on too long. In fact, I'm sure it's probably already over the 1 to 2 minutes that I said it should be. I think it was worth it, just to look back one last time. Maybe in like a year or two, we'll end up with a Review Crew, the full documentary, and I get to come back and talk about Review Crew again. We'll see about that. But for now, thanks to all of you who joined Review Crew, thanks to all of you who watched Review Crew, and just thanks to everyone who helped along the way. Review Crew was a great time. Wouldn't be the same without all of you. But for now, I'm Fuse, signing out. See ya.